loaded into another community cast here. Spawning on Zen. I believe this is the first time we're casting Zen today. In the bottom left-hand side in the red, it is Meowmix. And in the top right-hand side, in the blue, it is Jolehot. Jolehot. There you go. Meowmix. Ooh, look at that with the extractor trick. Being cute already. I like it. So why is Zen such an unpopular map right now? Well, it is weird, as you do have this, like, mineral single kind of file ramp right here. You've got things blocking in the middle, so you can't just walk through. Your bases are quite close, but, I mean, the map's rush distance is quite small as well. Like, the rush distance between your natural, like, let's say you're walking through here, and, you know, we're at the third base already here, so... I mean, some races do take this as a third, but it's not great just because it's so wide in the open. But maybe Zerg. Actually, no, because Zerg will be terrible here just because general Zergs do not like triangle thirds that much unless they go mutas, because the drop play between here, 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 and here, just like the ricocheting of drops, that's what Zerg kind of wants to avoid here. So unless you're going 2-base muta, and if you go 2-base muta and then you go into third base, this base could be fine as well. Alright, Jolehot scouting the back of the base here. Gonna see the pool is regularly timed as well. Okay. So far, so good. He's gonna go for a semi-wall off here. So he's not gonna full wall off. He's probably just gonna put a unit here, and we are good. Actually, he might even put a pylon here, to be honest. It's very, very possible. Ooh, wait a minute. Is that a full wall off? I do believe so. So you might... Wait, hold up. Wait, what? You full wall everything? Alright, well, good luck leaving your base, I guess. But yeah, sure. Sure, indeed. Alright, 2 queens are on the way as well. Now, it's going to be questions. Does Meowmix actually take a third base at this point? He's going to be going for Spine Crawler. I think he's a little bit worried about something. I'm not too sure what, but he's playing it very, very safe. No Lings. In fact, he's replacing... the Lings with the Spine Crawler, and in fact he's going probably realized he was supply blocked and then made triple gas the triple gas extractor trick, which you don't see every day, but sure. Also a little bit of common mistakes in lower leagues. It's you inject all the time early game, but I mean you don't really have the money to actually use all those larvas. So normally it's like 1 inject off 2 hatcheries and then 1 queen going creep, and then you slowly go into a third base, and when your economy goes up, then you can probably inject, you know, everything and spend everything as well. So yeah, more drones on the way. Not a single unit out for Meowmix. It's literally just straight rushing for more and more drones. And I mean, what is our Jolehot going for in terms of tech? Looks like it is going to be a robo. Okay. Wait, this isn't a tight wall up? You can walk here. You can walk here. Hold on. Is it this? Yeah, that's not a wall. Amazing. Yo, you would totally think this is a wall off. Nice. I totally thought he walled himself in, but no. He's smarter than I am. I love doing that. That's so fun. Following the shades. Well, I think there's going to be some sort of 2-base roach timing, or Nidus or something like that, because these adepts are going to scout. Wait a minute. There is totally no third base. What's happening? It's already 4 minutes. This is so past your third base due time. And he's going to scout that it is indeed not quite normal. They'll probably target a couple of drones are here. That's 1. That's 2 right there. 1 goes down, but that's fine. And he's going to have to start preparing for a massive roach kind of all in. Although the thing is, you don't know if it's going to be mutas or you don't know if it's going to be roaches. Probably would be good to probably send a hallucination or an observer. It's actually making 2 observers at this point. Finally seeing that third base go down, but you know that's late. You know something's fishy right there. Okay, you're going to be taking care of that adept as well. He I hope he goes into Immortal quite soon. He's actually going into his gateway, also into the... Oh, my bad. Also into the Twilight Council. My throat just kind of gave in there for some reason. Alright, well, Hydra's is going to be the tech of choice, and looks like it was totally not a 2-base all-in. It was just, well, I'm getting a lot of economy of 2 bases, and now I'm getting a 3rd base. Welcome to NA, I guess, in a way. Where things not much make sense, but we just go with it. Robotics Support Bay. Now that is going to be very, very cool, as we might see either Disruptors or Colossus. If I were to guess, though, probably Colossus would be the better choice, as we did see Jolehot actually use Colossus in the previous game. And going to be going for a cheeky little Warpers in play here from the side. I think maybe wants to time it with Charge in a way. And get him out of position. And this Observer, very nice. He does see 3rd base. He sees kind of the army. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Actually, that is all of it. Holy shit, he has no army. He has 18 links. And somehow, across all this, he's still under in workers, but despite the fact he has made pretty much no army this entire game. Well then, rip. Rip, Meowmix. I expected more of you. You can't have everything. Does need to start working on the creep spread, that's for sure, if he wants to be able to defend this base as best as he can. And in the meantime, we have Colossi with Thermal Lance on the way against Roach and Lings. Damn, okay. More drones out of Meowmix, and I assume that once he's done with the droning, he's going to go into mass units. Meantime, those small counterattack here with the Zealots rushing into the main base. And they're going to take care of a lot of drones. And what's going to happen is he's going to make even more drones, and he's still not going to be ahead. He's still not going to be making units. And, I mean, once that Protoss army walks across the map, it's going to be quite strong, I think. That's 1 Colossi, 2 Colossi soon on the way. Lurker Den, though. Now, that's going to be the play that we're going to be looking for in terms of army composition, because, I mean, that's going to be really good versus Stalkers and Colossi. Ooh, taking care of that Observer now. And the creep is starting to get pushed out a little bit, so, okay. This is starting to get a little bit dicey for Jolehot, I think. Because now the drone count has been met. Straight up. It has been met. So he's probably just going to go into a mass amount of units. Oh, thank you, Boom, for your game. Also, Boom, I just saw a game. It was you versus Arthur, and Arthur gave it to me. So I'm probably going to watch that one. So technically, I do have a game of you. Technically. But thanks, buddy. All right. He's starting to set up his 3rd base. And Jolehot is going into the main game strong here with a nice kind of, defensive position. The problem is... his army is not Pog right now. In fact, Meowmix's army is starting to get really Pog. That's 9 Lurkers in production right there with some nice upgrades. 2-1 on the back of this with an Infestation Pit, allowing him to unlock the next tier of tech units. But to be fair, Meowmix does not have a 4th base yet. But the creep is quite nice, to be fair. Double Colossus here. Is he memeing the mass Colossus right now? Is this what we're doing? He doesn't need to catch up on upgrades, though. Ooh, small counterattack here with the Zealots once more. He's probably going to have to pull most of the units back if he wants to defend against this. And here we go. Look at this. Is he going to F2 his way back? Hell no, he's not. He knows better than that. And he's going to lose every single drone. Not pulling them at all. And look at that, just walking for... He does have to get the Lurkers in position, but he has to do that properly. And with the Lurker Siege here, actually, this is starting to get a little bit worrisome. Because I don't think he has an Observer here. And this is some free damage. It's also free damage on the Hydras because the Lurkers aren't shooting as much as they can. The Observer is finally getting here, though, as well. He has to make sure he doesn't actually lose the Observer. That would be really bad. Which is why you mostly want Oracles versus this. Oh, and this is starting to get a little bit dicey here. Only 2 Colossi left. Still a lot of Lurkers left over and 2 Colossi at a time. But he has to make sure he does not lose that Observer. Because if he loses that Observer, that might be game. Although at the same time, he does have a cannon, so that might be the saving grace in terms of detection here, even if he does lose the observer. Oh, does take care of the cannon, though. Very smartly so. Ooh, how is he going to get out of this situation? Well, I can tell you how. He gets out of this situation by just killing every single drone across the map, and Meowmix not doing anything to respond to that. Just walking across and taking so much damage on these Hydras. Now these Lurkers, I mean, they can do some damage, but I mean, I don't know if he can hold everything now. He just threw away so much economy, and that's just a massive warp into the main. The Natural's pretty much sacked as well. And I mean, unless Meowmix actually straight up kills Jolehot completely, he's going to be dead at this point. Third base is definitely going to go down, but I mean, Meowmix's bases are not doing that much better either. A lot of Zealots just wreaking havoc in the main base and the Natural. He can try and move forward once again, but he's still bleeding off units. And I mean, once these Lurkers are naked, well, I mean, that's when you get him, you know what I mean? And now these Overseers are potentially dead as well. This is not looking good so far for Meowmix. It's looking doable, but it's really not looking good at all. His army's not great, but he is picking off finally the Zealots. He is up on a base. He just needs to remake a lot of drones. He needs to hold down that drone button, and he needs to inject a lot of it. Going into Spire. Ooh, I like this. This is a little bit interesting, I do believe, because now he's going into it things that are very supply heavy and expensive that do not hit air. And he's not going to have a lot of stalkers behind it. This might still be doable, definitely from Meowmix. I would definitely just hold down the drone button. You have to get back up as fast as you can. Also, inject more than this, just this singular hatchery. Like, this needs to be injected, and this needs to be injected. Every queen is injecting this one hatchery here, which is not fantastic. He is going into Ravagers, though. I don't agree with this, just because now he's totally broke on gas, and he wanted to go Mutas, and he just spent all of his money on Ravagers, which is not Mutas. That's not going to help him in fights at all. In fact, I do believe the Colossus will do really well versus the Ravagers, as they do have low health, and they don't count as armored as well. To be fair, though, Meowmix does have really good upgrades. He has 2/2 on his units, and he has fairly decent creep spread as well. So that's not bad. Jolehot taking a semi-hidden base here on the left side of his main base, and he's just going to try and walk across with a bunch of Colossus and like 4 Stalkers. Man, if you made more than 3 Mutas because you spent all your gas on your Ravagers, that would have been absolutely amazing. Ooh, more counterattacks in the main, though. Man, they do not stop, and he needs to take care of that Warp Prism. I hope he does. He does understand that Warp Prism's there, and he has to do something about it. In the meantime, though, Jolehot might actually move out with his army towards the north side. Maybe take out a base if he wants to. There you go. Some more injects for you. Does he realize? Did he see the Mutas, though? And or the Corruptors? This is going to be really useful in terms of picking off these Colossi. And I think as soon as he realizes this is what's happening, he's going to probably recall the Colossi, as those are really expensive, and he does not want to lose them. Third base is back up, though, for Jolehot, so that's really good for him. Clearing out the creep, though, in towards the front. It's going to be quite nice, and that really relinquishes a little bit of Meowmix's map control. And he's just going to walk on out of there. He knows he shouldn't be too adventurous with his army. These Lurkers, though, got to make sure you don't leave them naked. Anyway, 5 more Mutas on the way. I do like this choice, though, out of the Zerg player. Although more and more Stalkers on the way. I think just mass kind of roaches from here would be fantastic. Just mass roaches with upgrades, probably get some Vipers, and you've got yourself a winning combination right there. Oh man, some more Zealots in the main with a counterattack, and he can't actually defend both these places at once. He's going to lose the 4th base, and he's going to be losing a lot of units in the main base as well. Jolehot doing some work here. Smart recall by Jolehot, and ooh, okay, well, he's not going to be losing anything, all while doing counter damage in the main base. I do love this quite a bit. Even a Zealot into the natural here. Going to be taking care of a couple of drones. And again, a whole mineral line has been cleared. That's 80 drones killed. And, I mean, Meowmix has not pulled a single worker. He just takes them for granted. He's like, well, fuck it. I'll just remake them. It's fine. But every drone you save is important. Nice catch, though, on the Warp Prism with the Queens. Of all the units that were flying and speedy, the Queens are the ones that took it down. This 4th base, though, is starting to be... It's starting to have an impact on this game, that's for sure. Because now, what are we having? We're having a lot of Stalkers, more Warp Prism, a lot of upgrades as well. And, yeah, these Queens are so totally dead zones. Stalkers are doing fine, but they're not doing great. I'm not going to lie. Okay, well, these Stalkers are taking care of the Roaches, and you know what? This is actually starting to dwindle down. There is still quite a bit of Stalkers left, and he just has to warp in more and more Stalkers. Micro those Colossi, making sure they don't die. As I say that, one of them dies, and he has to just micro back. And finally, those mutas target firing these Colossi, and we're seeing the upgrades kind of kick in and realize that, you know, they can take a lot more beating than they look, the Roaches, that is. And now he has to fall back to a very defensive position. He has to go into Archons, I guess. Is he going to be able to hold this? I do believe if he holds this, he's in a pretty damn good position, though, because he does have 69 workers, nice, to the 49 of Meowmix. And but the thing is, he does have an extra 4th base, whereas Meowmix is on the only 3 bases. Oh, man, this cannon doing work, though. Look at that. Cannon kill. There you go. Bam. Nice. Who's he going to make behind this? Man, if he double pumps out Immortals, that would be fantastic. He does have the money for it, though. He just has to actually do it. But these Archons, look at that shredding through these Roaches completely. So much damage versus Bio. And there's a reason Archons are this good. They're really tough to bring down. All meanwhile, another counterattack with Zealots, and the Lurkers are not in position. They're not defending the mineral line, and once again, these Zealots, that's 100 workers killed so far this game. 100 plus, and he still hasn't pulled the workers. He's still not pulling them at this point. Now, a little bit more understandably, but he's going to try and walk across the map with these Roaches. Not going to fly, though. There is a couple of Archons, though. Going to do some nice damage, but, I mean, he needs to warp in way more shit. He has, like, so much money, but he's not getting any Immortals. He does have 4 extra Archons in the back, though. He needs to keep holding. He needs to pump out some Immortals, man. That would be so strong right now. Right now, just with the shield battery, he might be able to hold this just barely. He's really trying hard right now. And the Zealots coming. The Cavalry is here, and the Roaches will be cleaned up completely, as we do have that front line of Zealots, followed by the back line of Archons, followed by the back line of Stalkers. And that's a fantastic position to be able to do optimum damage in an army comp. Hidden base here by Jolehot. Second semi-hidden base in a row. Okay, I think a counterattack might be really strong here. I think if you walk across the map right now, that would be really, really good. And what does Meowmix have? Let's look at the units tab. He has 3 Lurkers and 6 Roaches with 34 drones. And a total of 101 worker kills. Yeah, rip Meowmix, dude. He's not having a good time right now. In fact, he's actually trying to rebuild drones at this point, which is not going to work. He's going to be way too far behind. Man. 71 workers, and that's a GG. That's a GG. The GG. Are we going to see a fight here with the Lurkers, though? That would be kind of cool. Alright, the Bile's coming down. He says the GG, but he does not actually leave the game. Does this ever happen? Where people GG and don't leave the game? I don't know, dude. Tis the GG. Oh, come on. I was ready for, like, a victory screen here. Come on, bro. Just kill him. Just smack him. Smack him down, bro. Alright, that's a lot of probes right there. 72. He's going into Disruptor Tech with some Storm as well. Trying to make 3 mutas and 2 drones. Yes. Yes, Meowmix. You can still do this. I believe. I believe in the power of Zergu. The power of the bugs. Just kill him, please. There you go. Storming almost nothing. The storms are coming down. You can literally just smash your face into him and he will die. please smash your face into I'm so done with this game. There's 101 workers killed. There's 2 lurkers holding the line on the back of 40 drones, 2 ravagers, 3 stalkers. And Jolehot just can't seem to A-move. Just go. Just go, please. Okay. Thank you. Holy shit. This guy's instantly, completely purified. Boom, boom. And that's the game.